Valentina's placed this Diggy yesterday during the day of Diggy. Well, great Diggy performances all throughout, and I'm sure you can get that as well from the Queen, of course. That's just pure damage. They take away the Faramis as well. I want to see them consider taking away either the Valentina, and of course, gotta consider taking out the Estes there. So, Valentina or Estes, either or, I'm okay with. If they open the Estes, though, they have to be dang well ready because that Estes absolutely tore things up during the M4 World Championship.
Yeah, every day. We experience it every day, even in our games. Now, even for this matchup, they need to be wary of those consequences if you are RSG. The challenge here is they're on the blue side, so they have their way of their own to prioritize the most effective strategy that they can build upon this draft. What will it be? Will it be a utility choice for H2, or will it be the assassin? Because this opens up not a lot of ways for our Blacklist International to gamble for their their first two picks. Now, another respect man though for Light with this Franco. So another setup for Fredrin here for RSG.
From RSG, they decide to pick up the Joy. Kaja is open here for Blacklist International. Valentina as well. So might be Valentina Fredrin, maybe Kaja Fredrin, one of those three heroes. Won't take it against Blacklist International for picking something else though. Maybe pick up something for Renegade right away, or they might save that. I'm really looking at Kaja, Fredrin, and Valentina as a potential.
There's a Cho as well.
There is a Cho, but I also want to talk about, Yuzhong, the Lapu, right? So, there it is. Redmar on point. Kaja Valentina.
The Redmar's predictions are on a streak, man. We haven't seen this time that Kaja has been loose. So Blacklist with this opportunity, you take it. Now you have two things to be worried about. You have a Valentina, you have a Kaja. Now, Melissa, still a secure one for RSG.
Well, if I'm RSG here, it's tough because Eve is great against Valentina, Kaja, but then that means you're also giving the real world manipulation to Blacklist International. But just the thought of having an Eve and Melissa together in the backline will be great. Farsa, Melissa, of course, we've been seeing all throughout the season, might also be a good choice. I'd want to see them pick up their mid laner already and not go into the second phase without it. But it looks like they're not going to go for that. They pick up the glue.
Okay.
So with the glue and Joy on the board,
This
it might be a roam glue or maybe even a mid lane glue like how Sanji showed it.
played it, yeah.
Those are two possibilities, yeah.
Well, you could also, I don't know if it would happen, right? You park maybe even Joy in the jungle. Or we've even seen Joy go in the mid lane. Like that is also, so what they're doing is they're leaving that flexibility option there. And I feel like, with the last two picks, we'll get the curveball and we'll get to see where those settle in because, now that Sanji has played glue in the mid lane and with quite, successful performance, it's a possibility there.
Either way, this could actually be a flex for RSG Philippines. Oh, carry, okay. Not more on their hitman side of choices. Now, the carry here, they're on their way of securing their marksman early on, which is a good thing too because you have the glue, you have the Joy. Probably you want to have the shredder power, right? But in most of the teams, carry has been studied so, a lot.
Yeah.
A lot more deeper than anyone. Like, they can let this hero loose and to counter it early on.
Yeah, RSG also need to consider that considering all the possibilities with the Joy and the glue around, who's going to go where. And now they're also respecting the hero picks here of Light. So, we were talking earlier in the Keys to Victory, brought to you by Infinix, that Chantel brought up, that the members of Blacklist International, or RSG rather, they need to try and build a side lane or mid lane lead fast. So Blacklist are respecting the idea by taking away the two great and iconic pick-off heroes for Light, and then of course the iconic pick-off hero for Exort, which is the Kadita.
Kadita, for Light, we have the Atlas still open.
Atlas still open, no?
Ban out the Joe, they ban out the Franco, Atlas still loose. So, okay, since Alice Jungle is making a lot of noises in some places, this is one of the things that RSG is looking after for possible consequences. Because we still don't know, Blacklist International doesn't have that jungler choice yet, right? So in these last two bans, they can either shrink down choices of Light and Exort, as you've mentioned, Natalia could still be open. Oh, Ling.
Okay.
Okay, eyes on H2.
Respecting the assassin pickup, so Blacklist International also went into this series with that idea. Like, guys, we're up against H2. Maybe, yeah, let's take away the lane
Yeah.
just in case.
I would love to still see. Again, we don't 100% know where the Joy is going because Joy can jungle, but I would love to see an assassin in the hands
Joy.
of H2O here, especially because I think it is possible that this Kaja goes in the hands of Wise. We've seen him do it before. He plays the Kaja in the jungle, so that's what I like about this so far. Within the first phase, there's a lot of question marks that we don't know about. Oh,
Wow, look at this. Big three,
More support.
all complete in the studio, supporting everybody right in the audience.
Oh, look at that cat.
beautiful.
Okay, going back to the draft here, they don't want that Lapu Lapu out. You have
Yeah.
the glue, secure the XP lane. Now what's in for Renegade now?
The sure thing is we're going to see a hero that Renegade hasn't played yet this season. Because the two heroes Renegade played this season are the Glue and the Lapu Lapu.
Okay, open the books for the Hitman.
I literally feel like when he does play the Lapu Lapu, that's literally the Hitman. Like,
Yeah.
that is the style that you play Lapu Lapu is Renegade right there. So I can't wait to see what he brings out here. Benedetta.
Ooh, interesting.
You know, is this the true plug and play
Uh-huh.
that we're talking about? You know?
Yeah. Well, if you want to buy something out of the bookstore, this is one straight answer.
Benedetta.
Benedetta, okay, for NJ.
Okay, so it's the same idea that Blacklist will need that here to either split or just really apply that a lot of pressure. Simple job. Elect the final blow, petrify, get on out of there. You've done your job as a Benedetta. It's up to Blacklist International to answer that. The last pick of Blacklist International, though, will be very interesting. Again, they can flex that Kaja. Are they going to go for a really tacky junker? Is the Kaja going to go roam? So many questions. A lot of flexibility as well for Blacklist, but RSG.
Oh.
The assassin.
You have it.
Pick up the Hayabusa for H2, and now the Kufra for Light.
So it's a Joy mid.
So it's a
Unless it is
Yeah.
glue. Unless it is glue. Joy XP, Joy glue, or Joy XP.
yeah.
I'm still wondering.
And I think they're gonna adjust it based on whatever this last pick is gonna
Yeah.
be. So they're gonna see.
Yeah, that's the flexibility that Coach Panda is playing up against Blacklist International. You have that secure answer. Whatever goes to the mid lane of Blacklist, because we also seen Valentina in the jungle back last season, but I'm not in the meta right now. It might not fit well, but depends on how will they want to execute it on the last 4 seconds of the span. That's a Lolita for the Queen.
Alright. Signature pickup there for Oh My Venus. And okay, we have to talk about the RSG lineup here. Blacklist International, they have shown this variation already before. It's gonna be a jungle, Kaja, and a Joy mid,
Yep.
which is gonna be quite risky here, I have to admit. Because if they're not careful, Blacklist is gonna run away with a lead.
Yeah.
And that's why I thought that Glue might actually go into the mid lane here as an anchor in that mid lane, and then Joy can just go around into side lanes. But now with Joy in the mid lane, it's quite greedy, and RSG cannot allow this game to the point where maybe 6 or 7 minutes in, it's a 4K gold lead for Blacklist. If that happens, Blacklist has run away with it at that point.
Okay, so we're seeing possibilities of these glue pick could either be in the mid or the XP. But now let's see how their choices go as we go to the first game of this matchup. Let's see. Where is the glue going to be? It's going to be in the XP, in the hands of Nats.
Okay, so sort of, again, it could have been flex, but they decided to go with it. I would have also liked to see Joy in the XP lane, but they probably have a different game plan here.
Yeah.
Now, biggest game plan that has to be made with this assassin pick for H2O on that Hayabusa, if you can get the momentum going in your favor, get an early kill, that's going to be huge here.
Yeah, and now the more I think about it, though, it does make much more sense that Exort's playing the Joy in mid, because Exort has that assassin mentality, killer mentality as a mid laner. Oh, he has to be careful here, though.
Well, it could backfire on you as he goes down. First blood going to the hands of Renegade. As you were saying, Renmar, he's got that killer mentality. but maybe a little bit too killer this early on.
Yeah,
Well-
up against Blacklist International, you really have to pick your moments well.
Well, speaking of moments, early game, you don't want to have that over and over again. If you were Joy, you would need that level. You would need that gold onto on your lane because on how Blacklist International is rotating, the pressure is on the mid lane. They know how Exort can be deadly on how we
Oh.
say it, but Wise here.
Oh, they got to be careful. He goes back in. Nap's going to fall here. H2O deciding not to use the shadow kill just yet. So another kill being picked up here for Blacklist International, going to the hands again of Renegade.
A dangerous start here. We saw what can happen to a team if there is someone in the XP lane that deals a lot of damage, who has a hot start. RNG cannot give any more kills there onto Renegade, but down bottom, Herman is doing quick word of Super Red.
Yeah, they got that. And that's exactly what they needed. H2O grabbing a kill there. Nice secured. A lot of poking that Emon was able to do. Now Exort working with Oh My Venus here, but looks like they're just going to give up the turtle first one of the game. Not that big of a deal here. But RSG still looking to make plays across the map.
Yeah, you mentioned Renmar about the hot start that RG that needs to happen. With Hayabusa present here, we expect H2 to be more aggressive. He can be easily be around the map, dictate some ways how to steal some objectives, lead Blacklist to a different state that it could either be a trap or a losing point. But on how the code rotates, this is pressuring Nats to even a mid to bottom lane.
Yeah, right now with the movements of both teams, the gold laners have been pretty much left to their own devices. As we see, Emman still absolutely in control. Blacklist, I wonder if they're going to start answering that right away, or they're still just going to rely on the idea that, hey, we are tremendous at taking the objectives. Turtles might not be a big problem for us, so let's just trust Super Red. We'll be able to get through it, and then we'll just control the rest of the map. It looks like that's the game plan right now for Blacklist.
Okay, Wise on the plan to cross the one who will set up the bridge
Oh,
for Blacklist.
Make a play here. Electro
against-
final.
Whoa.
Nice by. The brothers meet again top side, but this time H2O able to grab the kill himself. There you go, RSG coming back into the game with that early lead that was in favor of Blacklist International.
Okay, so how RSG are playing right now, so you can see there why Hayabusa is such a strong pickup. Get caught off guard at just the wrong moment in lane, one shadow kill, and there's no teammates nearby. That's going to be dangerous for you.
Speaking of danger,
Oh, man, they get the ultimates out here. They're in a bad position. It's 4 members. Blacklist International, but they're going to call it off. Exor was ready there, though. But still, that was a good way to avoid a bad situation for RSG.
yeah, the pressure goes on with the code. It's all about top, mid, and bottom. But with the time that they buy for the lanes for Super Red is really working effectively. Now, putting RSG to respond, and as you said, the perfect moments matter if you're a raider right now because you need a damage. You need something to poke out or to trade some skills if you're against this lineup of Blacklist International.
Right now, they want to press the situation here for the next turtle. Light finds the target. It's Oh My Venus that falls here. RSG with the numbers advantage, but still, there's a lot of low health bars here. H2O going to go ahead and work on this turtle. Might be better if Blacklist International just gives it up. Light going to charge up here. H2O, we will secure the turtle. Light goes in, finds Wise. Does he have the backup he needs here? There's a lot of bodies here. Renegade with the Electro final blow. You're going to call it off for now. He goes in. Can he get the kill? H2O can't grab it against Renegade.
Great play by both teams. RSG, that's the killer mentality.
I hear him say, I got your back. Exort's got H2O's back, but now there's RSG falling back from Blacklist trying to push forward. Meanwhile, Light here tries to hold on with Emman.
Yeah, the rest of the members here, Light trying to get back the best he can. It's 4 though, Blacklist International.
Ow.
Light can't get away. Super Red picking up a kill.
Oh, wow. So much action right now. These two teams are answering each other quickly. We talked about how earlier RSG has the penchant for making those surprise plays before the objectives, after the objectives. Blacklist, I like how they're countering it right away. They're not taking their time. They're not playing cautiously or defensively. They're being aggressive about it.
H2O
H2O.
again.
Speaking of aggressive, there you have it up top. Targets on Hitman the Renegade.
destruction all across the map. And this is the factor we were talking about. Renegade knows H2 really well, but H2 also knows Renegade really well.
But wait, he must be focusing on the kills onto Renegade. Is that kills worth if you're Hayabusa now as early as 6 minutes?
Oh yeah, already has a Hunter Strike on him. Y is just 600 gold behind, of course, as expected on the Kaja. It's going to be a tanky build, but it's the utility of that. Now still getting punished.
Yep, Nat's going to use that split to get out of there. Should be just fine though, but again, going back to the point, right? Is it enough? Are those kills that H2O is getting? Yeah, especially when you're on this assassin jungler here. They're going to be focusing again on Renegade, forcing him out. We'll have to see if he actually gives up this turret here, knowing that Light. Does he actually? No, now he should know Light is there.
Yeah.
Light did charge up, didn't commit to a top side though. Nat's going to be in trouble. The Terrify's there. Exort there to back him up. UA could be quite low. Wise though, looking to clap back.
To Joyce.
Gets the pull. Divine Judgment. Exort's going to fall along with the turret.
All right, so Blacklist are going to commit the trade. They're going to go topside while RSG get another free turtle. There's 2 turtles to 1, but already Blacklist International has broken 2 towers in this game, both of them side lanes.
Well, is this trade going to be worthy as they keep on doing this? Because right now, RSG needs to break down turrets, right? They have taken down 1 down bottom, right? No, not yet. It was hovered by Renegade. But now the defense of Blacklist still is up because one thing that's big problem here is the pressure.
Oh,
They
Nav
freely rotate, and that's going to be trouble.
should be able to survive that as he does. Exort going to jump in here. Doing everything that John can. Light finds Wise. Can they follow up? H2O joining the party. Pops the shadow. Kill still working. On Oh My Venus grabs the double. H2O is on fire. 5-0-1.
Oh, this is why we were talking about H2. Hey, maybe bring up an assassin again. He scores a double kill, and Blacklist, they knew that this was coming. They respect banned the Ling that H2 has made a name for himself playing before. The Hayabusa was open, he took it, now he's 5-0-1.
He's fire right now. Look at the items just here. By just looking at on our screens, he has more advantage to be more confident in getting those invade, right? The jumps, he makes a Blacklist International confused on who to target right behind their backline here because they have the strength, yes, they have the good choice in their lineup, but the damage right now of Super Red and UA is not showing as of the moment.
And will take some time, although we've seen Yue pops off in the most unexpected moments, hence why he has a fair share of MVP performances under his belt. If I'm not mistaken, 2 right now from Blacklist International, or 1 crucial one. Here's Light!
Oh, Light going to charge up, finding the target. Wise going to fall here. Exort still working on UA. Can he survive this? Backs off. Tier 1 turret still there. Again, Light with the setups here on this Kufra working out so well. Now it's RSG working on that Tier 1 turret. They take it down. Lord now up here.
RSG, their trend this season is, yes, it's win-loss, but out of every loss, they learn so quickly, adjust really quickly, and now it's showing. Now, 9 minutes in, they have a 3,000 gold lead. It's not a big one just yet, but the fact that H2 is 5-0-1 means Blacklist really needs to pick their fights and be careful, because if not, if they can't get their key targets down or they can't find H2 in a team fight, suddenly it's gonna get turned around by 1 shadow kill.
Well, they need to hold this through because if that is being mentioned on the table, the damage of RSG right now could be high on how these items would spike in the defense of Blacklist. So if they can hold on to this Lord push as they can actually wait for the items that needed, especially for this carry, right? You need to have more ways of amplifying that speed, right? That the attack speed and also that passive. Mainly that will work on the line of RSG, knowing that they could be tanky as the game goes by. But let's see how they hold this through.
Let's see, RSG right now, Herman is Herman is very happy right now with the amount of items and damage he can dish out. He is in his zone right now. It's up to RSG to just not make a mistake here. Be careful and respect Wise's ability to pull with someone with a divine judgment, and of course a Numenon blast coming in from the Queen. RSG still need to be careful here, but of course not so careful. They can be a little bit confident. I mean, look at their lead now. It has ballooned to 7,000 at this point.
Massive, right? I mean, even just looking at the player gold, you're not surprised to see H2O there on the top, making play after play. it would be crucial for Blacklist International to shut H2O down if they can, but the way that he's been playing, he's not even putting himself that much in danger. He usually shows up at the right time, pops that shadow kill, and profits off of that. So for Blacklist International, they're going to, like you guys mentioned, need to buy time here, allow Super Red to get the items that he needs, and even Yue. Do we see him pop off at a crazy moment? Hold on, a light, going to find Renegade. The Hitman going to get out of there just fine. So luckily, doesn't fall here. We're back to it.
Yeah, sends him back, but with Renji back into the base, gives RSG just a little bit more room to maybe get some pushes in, a bit more control, but Benedetta gets around so quickly in the map. RSG decides to play cautiously. Blacklist International, they commit this conceal play, no dice. RSG are hovering around mid.
You just wanted to give vision here, because if we were talking about how RSG's spike here and team fighting capability, yes, it's scary now. So the mindset of possibly the players of Blacklist International right now is either to isolate 2 or 1, because in team fights they have the way of isolating with Wise ultimate. But Renegade here, speaking of out of position, will he be the one to go down here?
He's got everybody's attention. Renegade gonna try to last as long as he can. Wasn't that long at all. Falls bottom side. They have the attention. Now Exort there just providing the information they needed. A little bit too late, right? Blacklist International able to get that respawn right away, knowing now the Lord is up.
Okay. Just the game plan now.
I'm surprised actually that Yui decided to damage the light there. I thought they'd hold off, wait for the pull, because it looked like it was prime position for Blacklist International to catch light off guard. But then again, they are respecting the 7K gold lead. Oh, he missed!
Yep, Light's gonna miss that one.
Jump.
So still, Blacklist International looking for an angle they can, but look at the damage. Emon's able to pop out already. Renegade still bottom side. They gotta be careful how they approach it.
The Lord!
The Lord.
The Lord is like completely on the side of Blacklist, knocking one out. I can feel the appeal of RSG. If somebody from Blacklist International would be up close. Look at Wise, just being careful. All My Venus has something here.
They might.
What would it be?
Give this up. He finds Wise. He falls. Emon with the kill, and now the collapse happens. Light's gonna fall this time. Super Red with a kill. Exort on the backside, finding all the targets he needs to. H2O is godlike, and it's a wipeout. The Blacklist International team has fallen.
That's game. That looks like game. RSG. Again, surprising. Herman is the man ranked first in average damage dealt and damage dealt per minute. You saw how quickly he scaled. You saw the godlike by H2, the setups by the members of RSG, by Light as they focus on the base. They take game 1 with dominating tenacity.
There goes the Raiders, getting the slow end.